He's the tallest man on the radio, so sit right back and enjoy the show. Flying through the air like a ballistic missile. Here's your host, Ben Kissel.
Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing? Ben Kissel here. Welcome to the Ben Kissel channel. As always, for the month of June, I'm hanging out with Shake Darlatang.
How's it going, y'all?
We're good, thanks. And for this week and July, Jerry Aquino.
What's up? Hello.
Back by popular demand.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I feel so loved.
Isn't that nice? There was one person I saw a comment, because I love reading the comments. Actually, truly, thank you all so much for the kind comments. Y'all are too sweet. But one person said, I'd let that woman ruin my life.
Did someone say that?
Yeah. Yes, indeed. That was a man.
Funny. That's good. Oh, shocker.
Yeah.
That's surprising. Did not see that coming.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Isn't that? It is nice. That's one of the highest compliments a man can give a woman in 2024. I let you ruin my entire life and take my career away.
Too soon.
All right. Well, speaking of beautiful women, we have an update. Dare I say, it's a breast date. There was a gal, and you'll get it. Okay. So she's a hockey fan, and she's a big fan of the Edmonton Oilers, okay, who are currently in the Stanley Cup. They have forced a Game 7. As of the time of this broadcast, we do not know who wins or who loses, but either way, there are two victors, and that is both of these women's breasts. She flashed the camera during, I believe it was Game 1, something like this, of the Stanley Cup. And all of a sudden, everyone's like, "Kahooga! I can't believe I've never seen boobs like that." And you know, in this era of oversaturated bosom, they have got to be superb to stand out, right? Yeah. So immediately, all of these internet sleuths and every single man across the world said, "We better find this woman. We need to know who she is. We need to know her name.
We need more.
We need more
information about this woman."
That's right. Because why? Number one, her personality. Number 2 and 3, her left and right breast.
Yep.
So she has now been officially identified as Kate.
Oh, Kate.
And she has just signed a deal with only the best magazine around, because you know how everyone's still spunking in magazines, making them one large, thick page. Playboy!
Damn.
And said, "Kate, you are just wonderful. Welcome to the Playboy Club." So, the offer is worth she had previously some huge-ass offers. One was from Cam Soda, which I'm assuming is like women that burp on camera, something to do with bubbles. They offered her $100,000. I'm doing $100,000 right now.
Maybe it's one of those when you're whispering into the microphone. What is that called?
ASMR.
Maybe it's an ASMR burping kind of a thing.
Sure, small amounts of burps. People are into everything. God knows. I like to watch butts sometimes on Pornhub, and then occasionally they'll just a fart.
Sometimes.
And I'm like, what is the deal with the fart? Keep it in there. Or get it out before you record. I mean, I'm not farting right now. Anyway.
Neither am I.
Bloopers.
She was watching her team against the Dallas Stars. So I guess this actually took place previous to the Stanley Cup. And so they said, "We'll give you $100,000. She didn't come out of the woodwork for $100,000. She says, "You know what? I'm Kate. I already work in finance. I'm making $150K a year. I'm just fine being anonymous, okay?"
Yeah.
But then a lot of people said, "Come on now. You can do it. Show us your boobs again." And then Playboy said, "Well, gosh darn it, my friend, here is a whole bunch of money." So the viral clip, it was saw by thousands of people, and many people were slamming her behavior. They were critical of her behavior because let's not forget, yes, she is Canadian, but this is still America. Right. And we haven't forgiven Janet Jackson for having a nipple.
Yeah. That was fucked up.
It was like totally fine.
It was completely fine.
It was mostly covered. It was like
it was a wardrobe malfunction.
It doesn't even matter if it wasn't. It's like it's fine.
Yeah.
No one ever was it. All these conservative parents from the 90s who were just like, my child saw a nipple. I can't ever imagine.
We're a prudish society. We're very prudish.
Very prudish. And they're just, I can't imagine how my child's ever going to recover from this. And now all the kids are gay.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you conservative parents are just like, show them titties.
Yeah.
Bobby, do you like tits, Bob?
Please say yes.
Please.
Here's my thing, though. Where isn't it back in the day that it was popular to streak at games?
Very popular.
And it was mostly a male thing.
It was the game within the game.
And then it was considered like funny, supportive, camaraderie.
And don't forget, there was a really famous streaker. Perhaps she was a bit of a stripper as well, but she had these huge breasts, and I believe she was a Mets fan, and she used to run on...
That's why no one knows her.
I mean, that's the major problem, right? Literally, I believe her breasts were the size of Mr. Met's head. Also, there's a Mrs. Met now.
There's a Mrs. Met?
Yeah.
I have to call my uncle in Long Island to confirm this. He would know. He would know.
And God, you should see what they do during the 7th inning stretch.
They streak.
They do a lot more than that.
I got to go to more baseball games.
Yep. So, in one furious post, this is what somebody says. I just wanted to say, you could be the most perfect, godly fucking person in the world. You could save kittens from a river if they were drowning. Someone is still going to hate you. That's because of all the hate that she was getting. At the end of the day, I got drunk, whipped out my tits at an Oilers game, and went viral. She says, fuck you. If you don't like it, go Oilers. See, I like this. I'm so done because the apologies mean nothing anymore, right? Because everyone has to. We're constantly in the stocks, and then you're spilling. I'm sorry, I didn't do that.
Also,
right?
This is the exact same apology that like 4 of my friends would have about this weekend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have fun with life. Who gives a shit with all the prudes? So she says it doesn't matter. I could have saved kittens from a river, and they still would have hated me. But again, maybe not. Although.
Yeah. What did that guy do to save so much nature and then still be hated?
Well, this is the gal talking. There probably would be some people, if you saved kittens, that would be like, I'm more of a dog guy.
Yeah.
Have we thought that maybe the kittens were going to try to learn how to swim and you stopped them from doing that?
Okay, side note, cat people are pretty cool with dogs. Dog people are not cool with cat people. So weird beef.
I think one of us is a cat person. Miss Jerry Aquino.
That's correct.
Because cat people are malicious towards the dogman.
That's not true.
Yeah, they are.
There's just a lot of hyper energy over there that's unnecessary, and it's also kind of gatekeeping.
It's jealousy. It's jealousy.
Sure, yeah.
Because also I had to go to Petco to get a toy for my little dog Jerry, because I don't want him actually killing all the squirrels that he's currently having a fight with. So I've got to get fake squirrels that have squeakies inside of them. Most of Petco is dog, so I feel you if you are a cat person out there.
Yeah.
You get relegated, way to the back. It's segregation now.
Corner.
It's exactly what George Wallace was talking about, segregate the cat people from the dog people. And then, God forbid, you like a bird. There's one in the back that has no feathers, and they named it like Stu. So I feel you on that.
There's always something wrong with the birds in the store. They're like missing patches of feathers. They're like fully pink.
They're stressed.
Yeah.
I feel so bad.
And they're like, yeah, that's Roger. He doesn't bite.
He doesn't do anything. Yeah. He used to be able to fly. Can you imagine that? Doing that to a bird. Anyway, well, back to breasts. So one commenter said, oh, she looks like a lot of fun. So that's not so bad, although, who are you? Another one added, the only good thing we've seen in an Oilers jersey. So perhaps they're not a fan of that team. And then one person said, I'm suddenly an Oilers fan. So nonetheless, she also revealed, now a lot of people were talking, what are we looking at here? Are we looking at natties? It's like when you look at The Rock, and The Rock is like, I'm a natural person addicted to steroids.
Right.
Yeah. But they pretend like, oh, no, I'm not using juice. I'm just 50 years old and more muscular than ever before because that's how genetics work.
Yeah. And their wallets.
All on steroids.
Yeah.
And so naturally, this woman, she did come out and she said they're not real. But I'm going to say this. She said
they're not real.
She said they're not real.
Not real.
But I say this. Is wrestling fake? Or did you not just see events occur in a ring?
That's true.
So they are real to me, damn it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I want to get rid of this. Is women's liberation for real breasts that happen not to be made of human flesh. They're real tits.
Also, there is human flesh on them.
Yes.
There's some level of
And then there's just
person surrounding the silicone.
Exactly. If they even use silicone anymore. I think nowadays they're using Diet Mountain Dew.
That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
Do the do.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Boob 1, boob 2.
Did they say
still
how much?
real.
Did they say how much they gave her?
So I was under the impression that Playboy was going to give her about $1 million, although I'm re-perusing because I've been really on this story. This is.
I can't imagine why.
I know. But I can't find the exact number right now of how much she's going to get paid. So let's find out. Let's see. Kate, Edmonton Oilers.
You know who should be marketing for this or really like getting onto this promo is that doctor.
Who?
The plastic surgeon who gave her the tits.
Absolutely.
He should be like, do you guys want to look like Kate? You can too for the short amount of
I mean, they're
10,000. I don't know how much boobs are.
10 grand, 15 grand. But then you have to think about how much you're going to make by hanging out with Bill Belichick.
Oh.
He's taken.
He's taken by a 23-year-old.
Yeah. 24?
24. Yes, that year is actually that year at 23 matters. From 23 to 24, it's different. It's like from going from like 70 to 90.
Yeah, in Leonardo DiCaprio years, that's a long fucking time.
Oh, it is a long time.
It's a lot.
All right, so let me see. So I think they're just saying six-figure deal. They're saying six-figure deal. But oh my goodness. Well, she has done a lot more. We'll show this on this. She's doing a lot more modeling.
Oh, hell
and she's all decked out.
She's just taking advantage of the moment. Why wouldn't she? Okay, if I had her tits, I'd probably show them out too.
Well, you too can, my friend.
But that's the thing. Is she the only woman flashing her titties at any kind of hockey game in Canada? It was like this outrageous behavior. Like
those were really well shaped. That's
perfect.
Everybody was complimenting.
Yes.
They were just like
everyone was like, Jesus Christ, those titties.
Yes, she's
all the way over there. Look at them.
She's shown trying on skates, so she's trying to skate in one of the photographs.
Can she skate?
We simply don't know. She could probably stand on her stomach because, from what I recall, her nipples are stern, like ice picks.
Well, she was in a hockey rink. What do you expect?
I was just going to say.
Her shirt was off.
If you are going to flash, the greatest arena to do it is a hockey arena, cold.
They're ready.
Your nipple is going to be boom, boom. Oh my God, what is that, a North Korean missile silo? No. It's this chick's tits.
Tits.
But they're not saying exactly how much she got paid. I've heard wild. 6 figures. I've heard either way. She's getting scooped up.
Prestigious though, so I'm sure that has they probably didn't pay her all that much, but just to be on one of the pages.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Caitlin Flynn into Playboy deal. Yeah. All right. Well,
this is a strategic flash, and it worked.
Yeah. So there you go. Good for her.
Yeah, she thought it was going to go that far.
Definitely.
Well, is it horror? Okay, you're a woman. Is it horrifying at first, though? Obviously, she's outgoing. She's spunky. She's fun.
Probably a Leo.
Flashing a titty. Like, everyone's having fun. But at some point as well, it's like the guy who ate the horse shit, who was a Philadelphia Eagles fan after they won the Super Bowl. He ate a bunch of horse shit, and then he was like, who's joining me? And that may have just been a funny memory 30 years ago, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But then, of course, in the morning, he's like, buddy, I'm going viral. What did I do? And he's like, Bell, you ate a bunch of horse shit, and now everyone knows. Do you think that she was like, oh, fuck. Now all of a sudden I'm viral. Like back in the day, you could just flash or eat horse shit if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Nice. It would just be done. It would be over.
I was going to ask who's sponsoring the shit eater.
No one.
He did it.
That's what I'm saying. Like he could have.
Yeah.
This is not the same story where he went viral and all of a sudden a bunch of brands were like, "Eat horseshit, we'll give you 6 figures."
Right.
This was an amazing moment. This was the most perfect horseshit eater we've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's why it stands out from the crowd.
And he also was all natty.
Yeah.
So sometimes if he had a little bit of, something else in him, maybe he would have gone a different way. But do you think she was horrified at first? That's the one thing I feel bad about.
No,
when people like that chick on the airplane who was like, they're not real. They're not real people. Mm-hmm. She also got some fame over it, but at first it's kind of scary.
Yeah. Okay, so she was a model before this?
I don't know. I think she was beautiful.
She looks like she was already a model.
She very well could be.
She could have been sitting around a table just like this with her friends and be like, man, my modeling career is not taking off the way I would like for it to be. And then her friends would be like, I bet if you flash enough at games, that eventually some of the cameras will catch it. Well, and she'd be like, there's an idea.
There's an idea. And of course, the cameraman, they're always looking. Yeah. There's no one more perverted than a cameraman in an arena.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Well, the producers want them to do that. That's why they get the horniest and the perviest of men to scour the audience for the best shit they can find. They need those eyes.
Yeah, there's also female camera people as well.
Obviously.
So I'd like to hold you accountable.
Female
I want to hold you accountable for what you're saying.
You're right.
But let's not forget, maybe one of the most famous models in Playboy history, also discovered at a sporting event, Pamela Anderson.
Really?
Also Canadian. I believe she was at a baseball game or a football game for the Argonauts, something like that. But she was discovered in the crowd. And speaking of pervy cameramen, they just kept on zooming in on her.
People.
Thank you.
As I just learned.
Are they teaching courses like that in high schools or schools in Canada?
That's a Hubba Hubba. That's Hubba Hubba 101. When you're just like, okay, Derek, who's the hot babe in the crowd? And you got to be able to find it. Next thing you know, Derek's looking at some guy. He's gay. I guess it's working out for her. This is definitely better than it could be. She didn't go viral for doing something drunkenly stupid or whatever. Or like that one guy who damn near got killed because he accidentally broke up a play. He was a Chicago Cubs fan. And he interrupted a play. He was listening on his headphones because he's a little on the spectrum. He likes to listen and watch. And baseball's a great sport for that. He didn't realize that the ball was going to be right there. Anyway, long story short, messed up the play. People blamed him for the Cubs losing. And he was on suicide watch. So as far as people going viral, this really isn't good. This is actually
it's not not the worst.
It's not at all the worst.
Simpson Thomas, she's got more money now. I mean, this turned out to be really rare. I'm glad they found her.
I am so thrilled they found her, and it was strange because they found her, and she was in the river there, and someone was trying to drown her, but she wouldn't go down. It's about safety.
Thank you for not drowning.
It's about safety, and that's why I am getting my breasts done as well.
Nice. Reducted or expanded?
I'm going to get them expanded and then reducted.
Nice.
Speaking of people that have gone viral for very embarrassing reasons in real life and in the sports world, there's this guy. His name was Lucas Bakovaz.
Lucas Bakovaz?
Bakovaz. Yes, he's pretty cool. So he got his ass kicked at an event called Clash of the Stars. And you know it's an accurate name because this took place in the Czech Republic. And when I think of stars, they all come from the Czech Republic.
Your republic.
Hey, yeah, nice. So this dude, he got his ass kicked in this MMA fight, right? And then he said, well, how can I make this absolutely worse?
A natural, organic question.
Yeah. He called in his girlfriend at the time to the ring, okay? And you would think, oh, maybe she's going to kiss the boo-boo, everything is going to be okay. No, he proposed to her, right? He said...
What?
He proposed to her. Now, again, maybe... Okay, and long story short, she said no. So...
Yeah!
Maybe he gets a yes if he didn't just get his ass physically kicked. But there was 20,000 people at Clash of the Stars in the Czech Republic, so no beer was safe. And they all saw this guy get down on one knee, propose to his girlfriend, and then she just straight up said, I don't think so. So it was, for some reason, no is better. I don't think so is just, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It's not a total no, it's just I've totally studied you. No.
This no's been coming for a while.
Right. And he really planned this. Maybe he should have been focusing on the fight.
He probably should have been focusing on the fight because now he has a double loss on his hands. Very public double loss. That's
very public.
Why would you? What if he was like, I'm still going to. So he planned to propose whether he won or not, but he was planning to win, obviously.
He was planning to win. So this is where the story gets a little bit more interesting. So Bakovaz's girlfriend, who everyone's like, whoa, what happened? Like, she has, speaking of balls of steel, that chick in front of 20,000 people sick. Was like, yeah, I think so. Why? Why would she do that, you ask?
Yeah.
Evidently, she says that he cheated on her way back with another woman before the bout. Now, this is an accusation that he has said, no, I didn't cheat on you. I didn't cheat on you.
Oh, he's not even admitting it.
Well, maybe he didn't. Maybe he did. Either way, she's a Czech woman.
Right.
And so you need to, I mean, it's just going to be something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you need to I don't even know. You got to go look at the woman's vagina that you thought she cheated on. Look at see if there's penis prints inside of her or something. I don't know how it works.
You need receipts.
You need receipts. You need some hardcore evidence.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bakova said a number of times in a video posted on his Instagram account, he did not cheat on her.
In a number of posts.
He's feeling bad.
He's like, Linda, I did not cheat on you for the 100th time.
Right.
But let the whole world know.
Yes. So first of all, he loses. And now, obviously, some women, they stand by their man. And it's in many ways, it almost makes him sexier. He's all bruised up, and you got to bathe him down. And all of a sudden, I'm in the tub, and baby, I fought hard, but anyway. And then she has sex with another man in front of you because you're a cuck because you lost.
Because you lost, and also you can't see out of one eye because it's swollen, and you're looking at it like a Quasimodo figure. You're like, I don't think this is the time.
Yep.
Those scenes never make sense to me. It's some woman just washing off some horrifyingly bruised up guy, and it's like a hot thing. It's like, God, I love how you're near death.
It's Patrick Swayze was. It is true love. Patrick Swayze was often beaten up, and then had a woman be like, "Ooh, let me stitch you up."
Yeah, but he had cheekbones for days. Come on.
Well, not for days. He was very tiny.
Yeah, but the cheekbones.
Right, that's
high.
True. Okay. So, since the devastating double loss, Bukovaz, he has some empathy and some sympathy on social media, but for the most part, people are just making fun of him. So that's that. 2 losses in 2 minutes. Rough.
Strong.
Yeah. I mean, anyway, what a day. What a nightmare.
Also, I think it was a
nightmare.
Yeah.
If he actually did cheat, let's say he did cheat, she chose to stay. So he's thinking, it's okay, we're going to keep going further with this relationship, so I'm going to propose.
That's also true. She's still with him?
Yeah, you give him all the signs that you would probably say yes just by sticking around. So he took that leap.
Also, is it like, I made a mistake? Like when Kobe had that scandal and then his now, well, I guess forever wife, Vanessa showed up with a ring that was the size of a James Dean, that porn star's huge cock.
Who?
You look at James Dean, don't you?
I have no idea who you're talking. Never heard of.
He's got a huge cock. He's another guy. He's just tiny, and it's all about. It's a lie. It's a mythos.
It's proportions.
He's tiny with a huge dick, but if you took my dick and put it on anybody, if you cut it, you'd be like, "Whoa, look at that hog!" But you put a pig, a large pig, next to a series of larger pigs, you're not going to think it's so big. So this guy is just currently embarrassed and devastated. There's no way the chick that he cheated, if he did cheat, there's no way she's fucking him again. Because this kind of embarrassment, I mean, I think this is old school. This is like, you got to leave the village. This is the Czech Republic. You got to get your little fanny pack and you just have to go like 10 miles out of town.
Yeah, speaking of, athletes that should be on suicide watch.
Yes.
Yeah, this guy's probably on high alert. Also, the fact that he has been running around in public saying, I didn't cheat, and no one's actually come forward and been like, I'm the girl. Yes, you did. I can confirm you cheated.
Right. Well, 20,000 people said absolutely no. And there's a picture of it there. She's holding a microphone like she's about to roast battle.
Oh, my God.
We'll show that up there on the screen. He got real down, and he's also lowering his head, which in many cultures is a sign of, I am appreciative of you.
Yeah.
Is that a Czech culture?
I don't know what the fuck they do. I was going to say
Tony. Well, they dress up like Regina Spektor, and then they go turn people down in the middle of rings.
Right.
Yeah.
I was going to say Tony Kukoc, but he's Croatian. Croatian. Czech Republic. I don't know.
So.
Yeah.
Yep. So he did that whole thing. So if your day isn't going well, you're fine. Everything's going to be all right. You didn't just get your ass kicked and then physically and then emotionally just become completely destroyed.
Yeah.
So you're doing better. And you don't live in the Czech Republic. Unless you do live in the Czech Republic, and in which case, thanks for listening.
Blink twice if you need help.
What's the capital? Prague?
Could be.
I hear it's beautiful out there. I believe
Prague.
It's Prague.
A lot of people film in Prague. They give great tax breaks. All right. Well, speaking of overseas, let's go to Paris, France.
We're going to
There's a chance for you to use your French.
Bonjour, bonjour tout le monde. C'est tout ça.
People don't even think he speaks French.
I don't believe it.
So, Paris protesters, they are planning something very interesting. What's the name of this river? Is it Seine?
La Seine.
La Seine River. So, Paris protesters are very upset. Dare I say they're pissed off? Kind of. They're pissed adjacent. Because Macron, that's their leader. He's a little guy, banged up this chick who was like really, really old. His wife is like 90 and he's like, 10? It's very French, right? Wow, yeah, and she like comes from royalty and then, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, yeah. Emmanuel Macron.
Yep. See, look now. Only I can hear the ladies. I'm sorry, that was disgusting.
That was a lot.
It was gross.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's liquidy.
I know.
I heard the liquid.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Macron was like, oh, the river Seine. Seine? Seine.
Seine.
It's so clean, I'd swim in it. That's what he fucking said. Truly. It's like when Obama went over to Flint to be like, this water is great. And he like didn't sip it. And so Paris protesters, they are the best. The French protest the best, right? They are so, like, I think they tried to raise their, or like lower their minimum wage or do something where they had to like not take lunches off or you can't masturbate at work. It was something crazy. And they were like, fucking, no. I think they tried to raise the retirement age, actually. And they were like, that's not happening.
Oh, shit.
We're French.
Yeah.
So Paris protesters, because of this, have said, you know what, buddy? Do you want to swim in this river? You think this river is clean? Well, we're going to all shit in it to prove how dirty it is.
Well, that's not the point, I feel like.
They're French. So, a couple of months ago, the Surfrider Foundation in Europe claimed it had tested the water of the La Seine River multiple times over the course of 6 months. And they said the water had a shocking amount of bacteria. In response, their little leader guy and some other jackass officials said, I'll swim in it right now. I'd go swim in it right now. Which is like, please, do.
Yeah.
And with weights on your ankles.
Yeah.
And so many people were like, no, it's about as nasty as a toilet because that's what the data said. This is about as nasty as a latrine, as they call it in France.
I didn't say that.
So a lot of people were like, all right, you think this is sweet? Well, we're all going to get together and we're all just ahead of the Paris Olympics going to drop trow and take a shit right there in the river.
For what? To what end?
To be French.
To stop him from swimming in it?
I think it's to bring attention to just how disgusting it is.
But they just made it more disgusting. They can't argue that it was that disgusting before they took a shit in it.
Okay. Well, interestingly enough, this comes just weeks again before the Paris Olympics. And evidently there's an open water swim event. And I guess that event is possibly going to take place at La Seine. That sounds fucking disgusting.
That's rough.
If I was an Olympic, why would you choose that? I'm sorry we don't live in a world where water is clean anymore. It's just simply not.
Yeah, it's just not. But the French are always into a general sense of natural musk.
They're funky.
Yeah.
They're a funk bunch.
So there's a level of that it's okay. But I can imagine maybe not knowing that a bunch of people took a shit in the river and then knowing that you have to swim in it afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, not to
Who would want to?
I would say, you know what? Gold medal, I'm good.
Yeah.
I am just fine. You got gold. You got shit all over your gold medal. Yeah. It was just disgusting. You're just like...
It's not really worse than the Philly man that actually ate the horse shit after they won.
No, it's not.
It could have been worse.
No, I mean, they're going to be eating... The swimmers will eat shit.
Yeah.
Because there'll just be a little turd floating by.
Yeah.
And you either name it and take it home with you, or you eat it.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what you do when you see an active shit.
And the French made sure of that.
Yeah. It reminds me of that Seinfeld episode with Kramer when he swam in the Hudson.
Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah.
It was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
So...
East River.
The East River, yes. I apologize.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yes.
Oof.
These Olympics in Paris are going to be something. There's going to be like every different protest group. So people are going to be spraying like orange. And they're going to be like, are you playing Donald Trump? Are you a character like Donald Trump? It's funny because he's orange.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, that's so funny.
That's the funny part. Wait, so they already did it? They already all took a shit?
No, they're planning it. They're eating now to prepare.
Oh, got it.
I mean, what's the best? If you're going to publicly shit, like, you got to eat. Actually, it's the Frenchie.
French onion soup. Maybe
French
some
onion.
poutine. Mm-hmm. Lots of it.
Bread, cheese. You want just something that is solid.
Gravy.
Chase it with some good wine.
Oh, yeah. Really, really
Add
loosen
some
the
color to
colon.
it.
Also, if you're somebody out there that just loves, these people, the the outhouse folks, mostly men. The outhouse people who hang out at bottom of the outhouse and they got scuba gear and they're scuba diving gear and they're just like taking other shit. Like, can you imagine?
Yeah.
If you're at a concert and all of a sudden someone's like, that's a good one.
So,
like, who the fuck said that?
Yeah, that would be terrifying.
So if you're someone that loves to swim in human shit,
yeah.
this is your Olympics indeed.
If you have a feces fetish.
Yeah, which is fine.
No kink shaming here.
No kink shaming. I don't care. But
People say but.
I'm just saying, brush your teethies. Brush your little teethies. Don't
And
worry about
also,
it.
if you'd like, there's a very large event that you might find some interest in France.
The Olympics.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, the protest where they're shitting in the water.
The shitting Olympics.
The shit Olympics.
Yes, which it's probably been done. I've heard there's a lot of celebrities that like chicks to shit on glass as they like look at the shit. Whatever.
Wow.
Whatever saves water.
It's a good way to start the week.
Whatever saves water. Well, speaking of water, this guy died. He got bit by a shark, and he's dead now. Tamoa Perry, and he was in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and he got bit by a shark in Hawaii, and he's dead. And apparently, he was a very good lifeguard. He was a very good surfer. He was only 49. And the thing that only washed up on shore, he washed up on shore, but minus his arm and his leg.
Minus his arm and his leg?
Poor guy. Started surfing at 12 years old.
Didn't survive it.
No, he
Did he say
did.
his age?
He was 49.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He appeared in a movie called Blue Crush, which is all about vapes, I guess, or different flavors
I
of
think
grape.
that was a water thing.
That was a water.
That was a water thing.
Although I think Blue Crush, it's got to be a vape flavor.
Isn't that a cigarette?
It might be if they still allow menthols.
Yeah. I was like, you can pop them.
This is why white people are the worst. They banned menthols.
This is why.
This is what I got a list. I got a list. Trust me. But they banned menthols, and I actually met someone who I used to hang out with a little bit. They were like, I voted for that menthol ban, and I was like, because I'm trying to quit smoking. I was like, you fucking moron. It's going to lead to more people getting killed, like Eric Gardner. If you really want to get serious here, listen to the Political Show, which is it's serious but light. It doesn't matter, right? If Shake. What do you think about the menthol ban?
Oh, I still got mine.
Well, there, you can't. The black man finds a way.
You got to survive, man.
There you go.
Either way.
Try and mine.
Anyway, he was a devoted, what they call waterman, the guy who died. And he says, I've gained a tremendous, most people they say, I've gained a tremendous amount of knowledge from him.
Who was he in Pirates of the Caribbean?
He was
an extra.
Yeah, he was in there. They say he was a lifeguard, well loved by everybody. They just keep on saying Pirates of the Caribbean. But I don't know. No, I don't know. According to Jason Bitzer, who considered Perry to be like family, he wrote something touching on Facebook. He says, the things we've seen, my brother in Christ, I love you, brah. Tomorrow.
From brother in Christ to brah.
Brah, Tamayo. I won't ever get over this until I see you again in heaven. And then one person said, Tamayo Perry, you weren't my friend. You were my brother. The pain we're collectively feeling is immense. So you never know. You never know. It's
That's
just
a very big way to go out, though, if you love the ocean. I mean, I take my hat off to him.
Yeah.
You're going to die, you might as well die in the midst of doing what you love by a shark.
Well,
Yeah.
that's kind of the thing. I guess inevitably, they say most car accidents take place closest to your house because that's where you're going and leaving most of the time, right? Mm-hmm. So I guess the thing that's going to kill you is the thing that you do the most.
Yeah, it's like someone that's riding a motorcycle. They have higher chances of dying in a motorcycle accident.
Right. Like that guy from Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
But there was a car.
He was in a car.
And then apparently he was dating a 13-year-old.
Oh.
Yeah. What's the name of that stud?
Paul Walker?
Paul Walker. Yeah, he was dating like a 14-year-old. This is right before the Me Too stuff happened.
No way. Well, he died before it.
I know. Yeah.
Holy shit.
He got out.
I kind of want to look into that. Also, this is really random, but Pirates of the Caribbean or Pirates of the Caribbean?
I've always heard of Caribbean.
That's how they market it. But isn't that how you... That's not how you say the word when it's by itself.
What do you think, Shake?
I've heard both. Like, I've heard both usage, actually. I say Caribbean here, but people in the Caribbean also say Caribbean. I have a Jamaican friend, she says, I'm from the Caribbean.
I go with Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's it. That's
And
it.
by the way, that reminds us, our sponsor is Sex and the City 5, where Cherry finally finds her bean. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole season is her lifting curtains.
Exactly. And then with the help of that redheaded chick.
Yeah.
So she said, I know what if I did.
Miranda.
Miranda. I used to tell a little joke when I was doing my stand-up comedy. If I would be Miranda because I've red hair and I love pussy.
Yeah.
Is she gay in real life?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And kind of in the show. Kind of ish.
She's
She
not.
didn't like her husband.
She's not.
She's not. No, it's the slutty one that ends up sleeping with a woman. She tries.
Kim.
No, Sam. Oh, the slutty one is someone. Yes,
Samantha.
Kim Cattrall.
Samantha.
It is
Kim
played
Cattrall,
by
that's
Kim
what I'm saying.
Cattrall. Yeah. But I forgot what her name was in the show.
Was
Are you even
Samantha,
a
wasn't
woman?
No.
Wasn't Samantha?
It could be Samantha. There was a Samantha.
See, I'm not crazy. I just said Sam, not Samantha.
Lastly, Hooters. That we've talked about. For some reason, stories like this interest me. We talked about Pizza Hut closing a bunch of stores. It doesn't matter to anyone. But Hooters is, unless you work there, another place the cake could have worked. Hooters has abruptly shuttered 40 locations as the restaurant is in, quote, crisis.
Is it
food
crisis?
Yes, the food fucking sucks.
I was disappointed. Really
yes,
disappointed.
that is the main problem.
I can't remember the last time I went to a Hooters, to be honest.
The last time I went to a Hooters, it was many moons ago, and I was featuring at a comedy club, and the headliner, he had to be 800 pounds. No joke, he was quite large, and he would go to Hooters every single day. When we were there, and I went with him one time, and it was very, very sad. And he was like, I really think that one likes me. And then the whole weekend ended with him coming back on Sunday morning after our last shows, and it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and he was like, she left me. And it turned out there was a stripper who told him to wait for him outside. And then he waited outside the strip club for until 5 a.m. And she, of course, left with security.
That's cool.
Wow.
I know, but she didn't know.
funny.
He was so fat. He's from the Midwest.
Yeah.
Anyway, Twin Peaks is still doing great. That's the
Really?
Yes, and it's not based off the TV show, but that's
Or Hooters.
It's the booby restaurant.
Yeah.
The peaks are the boobs.
Yeah.
I always I'm going to start a show called Girthy Valleys. I'm going to start a restaurant called Girthy Valleys. Everyone's fully totally covered, but just I want to see that canyon.
Yeah.
Or wait, the valley.
The Valley.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to ask. I want to, but I won't.
What?
Where's the Valley?
Bend over, it'll show you.
I came up with a couple of different
Bend
answers in
over.
my brain.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I shouldn't have. I know.
That's my idea, by the way. Anyway, they are now closed. So Hooters, goodbye. I watched that show Undercover Boss, and there was a Hooters episode. It's one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life, and that person should probably never ever be allowed around anybody. So I think just as a concept, again, food sucks.
Yeah.
Maybe people feel like
It's an outdated concept.
it's outdated.
It is very outdated.
I mean,
The uniform never changed.
the uniform never changed, and obviously, boobs and beer and stuff like that. Okay, that's always gonna be fun, but there's not like a sports bar theme to it. There's nothing, just nothing.
Nothing.
Man, now you can go to hockey games to see boobs, and
Yep.
you don't have to go to Hooters. So
Yep.
It's been dying down for a while now. I'm surprised they lasted this long.
And this is what pisses me off. This is another restaurant that is blaming the $20 an hour minimum wage that passed in California. And Hooters,
Sure.
if you're a mom and pop, I feel bad for you. I get that. I would have carved out all mom and pops, but these are massive corporate chains. So they're just using that as an excuse. In reality, again, bad product, bad food.
Bad food, outdated concept, everything.
There you go, scantily clad, ladies. That's when the first Hooters opened up in Clearwater, Florida, 1983.
83. Yeah, I imagine in 83 that wasn't awesomely outrageous,
Yep.
taboo kind of a thing.
Yep.
Clearwater, Florida.
Oh my God, the home of Scientology.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't like this this puritanical world, but I don't think that we are living. I don't think this is a puritanical issue.
Yeah.
I think this is a Hooters bad wings issue.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing worse than being a waiter at a restaurant where the food sucks.
Yeah.
That suck.
When you don't even eat the food you serve.
Yeah. And it's like, how's the buffalo? How's the buffalo burger?
It won't kill you.
You will
you've
make
done
it
that.
out of this.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much. It's a great Monday show. We'll be back all week. All right, everyone. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Spin Kissel.